first step is just to make a simple gratitude list, realizing that everything in this will boost your emotions as you do it. And I'd say a simple way to start is to 10 items, 1 sentence per item. Now, this doesn't have to be Pulitzer Prize winning writing or great grammar or anything else, but just list out 10 things. And any, self-judgment you might feel, just suspend all of that. Any personal inner critic stuff, just suspend that. Maybe write it on a to-do list of something to heal. Maybe, shoot me a DM and say, David, I really want to feel grateful about something, but my inner critic, put me down and put down my self-esteem. Cool, let's work on that and clear that so you can remove that block and feel grateful. All right, so step 1 is having a gratitude list. I say step 1A, if anything came up, is anything that came up in your mind, write down in a separate list of, a to-do list for your next healing sessions. So the second thing for your gratitude list is go down it and really focus for each item on feeling gratitude for that item in your life. And a way to do this is visualize your life with that item and without that item, and move the visualizations back and forth. A good visualization exercise, if you're very adept, if you're very skilled, I'd say 30 seconds. If you're newer or it's not a regular practice or visualizing is hard for you, I'd say do 5 minutes. Set an alarm on your phone so you don't have to look at your phone. You can focus completely in it and just really work on, maybe putting your hands together in front of your heart if that feels nice, and really work on feeling grateful in the sense. And if you don't, just say, I am grateful for X. And then shift visualizing your life with that thing present and with it not present. Everything in our lives can and may and will go away, including these bodies that we have, and you'll still be there, especially if you've had past life regression experiences or yourself as a soul, which I do, and I see you. But when you visualize your life without the thing, and you really let yourself not just say, oh, this car, this job, this room, this food, this person is gone, really, see your life with it not present, and consider how that feels. And consider, wow, there's some emptiness here. I wish that thing were here. And then it comes back, and you're like, oh, wow, thank you. I'm so glad I have that. Now, you can do this in reverse. If there's something challenging you that you want away and you feel grateful for it leaving, that is a type of banishing manifestation, which we could talk about in another session. But that's the second practice, is actually visualizing each thing on the list. Now, if you need 5 minutes to visualize it well, you don't have to go through all 10. But depending on how much you feel you need a gratitude practice, I'd recommend you invest between 5 and 20 minutes every day. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry for a majority of the day, I'd say, try to up it to more than 20 minutes. Maybe that's a goal. Maybe even looking at your list is, enough. But I'd say really do your best to really feel this practice. Now, another way to feel gratitude beyond just saying it is actually rewriting your list. If you say, I feel grateful for, X, that puts something in your system. But if you write it down, that instills it in another deeper way. So if you're working on feeling it, if you want to feel it more, actually rewrite that list. That's another component. Cool. So for gratitude and manifestation, the fourth thing I can recommend is considering something that you want to appear, and not just having gratitude for it, but have grateful for everything that will help you manifest it on the plane of action. Most types of manifestation do require physical action in the physical plane to happen. They require you to do things. We're in these bodies, we're in this time, space, reality. You generally need to do things for your manifestations to come about. If you're a very skilled wizard or life's circumstances are already supporting the manifestation, it's likely you'll need to do less. There was a time I wanted a co-founder for a certain business I was running. I did about maybe 4 hours of manifestation over the course of a week. And somebody literally knocked on my door. They were invited over for an event by somebody else. I didn't even know they were coming by. They knocked on my door. We talked. Within a week, we had some very deep discussions. And a week after that, they were a co-founder. That was really great. It took almost no action on my part. But usually, the things I want to manifest in the world require me going out, talking to people, taking certain actions, posting online. There's a Lakshmi temple I've been meaning to build. It's part of one of 4 life missions that came to me during a really powerful third eye opening workshop. And building a temple for Lakshmi isn't about worshiping a Hindu deity. It's about seeing the frequency of abundance, the frequency of wealth, the frequency of being taken care of and having all the resources you need, and that for the people around you and the world you're around you. So there's not so much suffering from debt and scarcity or scarcity and all the ways we see it, so that we can appreciate what we have and learn to create more really effectively and efficiently. So that's in my book. It's something I do, kind of often, seeing that temple. And one time, after a very, very deep connection with Lakshmi, whether you consider it as I do, the goddess Lakshmi, or if you're monotheistic, the aspect of the all one divine God that is about wealth and abundance, or if you're an atheist or an agnostic, or you want other terms, the aspect of your higher self, of reality, that's abundance, just given a name and a face to make it easier to grasp and understand. So after about 8 minutes of deeply connecting with that essence of Lakshmi, I'd say about 3-4 seconds after it was finished, I got a call from a really good friend, sharing a few things about his life and a few relationships in his life, saying, hey, there's somebody else who wants you to build a temple of Lakshmi, and I might be able to help you build it, and I very might likely be able to fund it. And this is really cool, having somebody say, I want to help fund you building a temple, without me having to go on a huge campaign or do a huge fundraiser or a huge, viral crowdfunding thing. I just had a very deep connection with the essence. I had the other work I've done in the past, and it just came in. And that was really awesome, seeing that manifestation successful. Now, during the manifestation practice with Lakshmi before, I held gratitude. During my other manifestation practices, I had held gratitude. But even still, that temple is going to take a lot of phone calls, meeting, planning, lots of work to actually have that be built. The actions in this world are going to need to be taken. But the gratitude boosted manifestation at least helped it get on track and helped raise the probability of it occurring. So